usually as the past tense. So we'll call that the subjunctive, and it's the same, usually it's the same as the past, but for the verb to be, we always use were. So we can say, if I were, if you were, or if he, she, or it were. We don't have to change to am or is, just were. Well, let's practice, and hopefully we'll understand a bit more clearly. Do you want to be a lifeguard, Lewis?
I would be a lifeguard if I had a muscular body. I'm not muscular.
Yeah, I can see that. Monica, how about you?
I would be a lifeguard if I could swim better. I'm not very good at swimming, so I'm good at sunbathing.
Really? Okay, Rosa?
I will be a lifeguard if my mother let me. She thinks I'm still a baby.
I'm sorry about that. Okay. Now, your English would be better if you would look and listen.
Look and listen.
Fran would go to the beach if she could fit into her new bikini. I would rent a beach buggy, but they are too expensive. Lyle would try slalom skiing if he had more courage. If I were a surfer, I would have lots of girlfriends.
Read and repeat.
Well, now let's look at these conditionals using might. Okay, these sentences. If there was more wind, there might be more windsurfers. If there weren't a storm, Rita might go surfing. If it were sunny, we might get a suntan. And if Glenn came to the beach, his girlfriend might come too. Well, might is another modal auxiliary that we use in imaginary conditionals. It's used in the same way as would, but in these sentences, it's the idea of possibility is being expressed. So let's practice these. Okay, Rosa, how often do you go to the beach?
If I had money, I might go all the time. Suntan lotion is very expensive.
It is very expensive. Okay, how about you, Monica?
If I had a boyfriend, I would go more often. I don't like some of the guys at the beach. They're very rude.
Really? Okay, Lewis?
I might go more often too if I didn't get such a bad sunburn.
Lewis, you're so unlucky. And you might learn English better if you looked and listened.
Look and listen.
If the beach had more swimmers, we might hire a lifeguard. If Jan had a dune buggy, I'm sure he might also find a girlfriend. If I won the lottery, I might go to Waikiki Beach. If there were more chaise longues, more people might come to the beach.
Read and repeat.
Well, now let's look at could in imaginary conditionals. First sentence. If there were more people, we could play beach volleyball. If there weren't such a crowd, she could let her dog run loose on the sand. If Agatha had a lot of money, she could buy a new sailboat. And if Angelina Jolie was sunbathing, I could get a pair of binoculars. Well, could is another modal auxiliary used in conditional sentences, and it's used the same way as would or might. In the first three sentences on your screen, could is like ability. It's the idea of something that you can do if something else happens. In the last sentence, it's like might. So could is similar to might or can. And let's practice this one. Okay, so what could you do if you lived near the beach, Lewis?
I could watch all the beautiful girls if I lived near the beach.
I'm sure you would. And you, Rosa?
If I lived near the beach, I could walk there and not have to take a bus.
Good answer. And Monica, what could you do?
I could buy a new surfboard if I lived near the beach, because I always rent one and they're very expensive.
Yes, they are. Okay, thank you very much, everybody. And now you could practice if you looked and listened.
Look and listen.
If Jake were a windsurfer, he could go with his wife. If the beach had more sand, more children could build sandcastles. If I owned a beach, I could open a casino. Nina could slalom ski if she had better balance.
Read and repeat. Review.
Now let's do some exercises. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate modal. Lewis, you go first.
Okay.
Something we use your jet ski.
Could we use your jet ski?
Excellent. Could we use your jet ski? Monica, you do this one. Terry, something go surfing tonight. It's not a question. Terry, something go surfing tonight.
Terry might go surfing tonight.
Excellent. Terry might go surfing tonight. Okay, Rosa, you do the last one. Something you like to collect drift wood tonight. Rosa?
Would you like